YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Carlos Harris, aka the Crazy Arc. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit that doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post up new content. Yes, I'm a little far, but I'm only going to do a quick short on this one. Now that all of the smoke is clear about this, about Gwen Berry, Sha'carri, Richardson, I hope I'm saying I'm pronouncing the name right, Bill Cosby, and this so-called critical race stuff that's going on, I'm just going to say my whole deal about all four, then I'm going to get out of here. Okay, first and foremost, with this Gwen Berry person, everybody's on her because she didn't stand the proper way during the national anthem was being played. Well, I just look at it like this: freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I mean, now she actually really later came back and apologized for her actions, and I actually really think that she said that it was a whole setup and all that kind of stuff. But I'm the type of person that once you actually really say something or put something out there, actually really mean what the hell you say. Don't be apologetic about your actions. And in addition to that, right, I just look at it like this. Everybody, well, I'm not going to say everybody, but let's just say that the majority of the people that are actually really all up in the air about what she did, 9 times out of 10, these are the same people that will agree that, and I'm just going to name just a few off, right? They will agree that Pearl Harbor, the assassination of President Kennedy, the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which started or caused the Vietnam War, and 9/11, right? All these events were orchestrated by the one government that uses the doggone national anthem, right? So you agree with that, but then you turn around and then you disagree with what somebody does. It's a God-given right. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That's been around ever since day one, way before the United States of America was even thought about. And as far as the whole Sha'carri Richardson incident, okay, so she smoked some weed and then she actually really came out and said, yeah, I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but I did it anyway. If that ain't some of the most bullshit childish excuse that I ain't never, that I've, in all my days of living, right? But then again, y'all cheering for her, right? Now, I ain't got no problem with you smoking weed. If that's what you do, then do it. But at the same time, if your job requires for you not to smoke weed, and they gonna be checking you periodically, then you might not don't want to smoke no weed. And it's just for the simple fact that, let's think about it for a minute. Let's just actually really think about that one for a minute. Yeah, I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but I did it anyway. How old are you, young woman? Apparently you ain't too bright in the head to actually really, not only did you do it, but then you gonna come out and say some bullshit like that. Not too smart, my friend. Well, you're not my friend, but you actually really get where I'm going with this, right? Then you got old Bill Cosby, the one person that used to be America's so-called dad, right? So he got out the other day. But then again, you got to ask yourself this all-important question, people. Before he went in, right, he was legally blind. 81 years old, you legally blind, but you finna go to prison. Now I can see it if you 81 years old and you in prison and you legally blind, then okay, I got it. But you 81 years old, you legally blind, and you finna go to prison? No, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that for a penny. But again, y'all sitting up there eating it up like chicken noodle soup, right? But again, this is what the hell y'all do. It's almost like y'all want something to cheer about, but you don't know why you're cheering, right? so again, that's not the way to, like I said, that man was not in jail or prison. Just like that Derek Chauvin guy, he ain't in prison because he ain't killed no damn body. And I done talked about that I done talked about that too much as it is. Last piece of business, this so-called critical race theory. Again, people, y'all so quick to jump to some shit. Don't know what the hell you're jumping for, right? Critical race. Last time I checked, there's only one race on this planet. We all human beings here. We may not act like it at times, right? But we all human beings here. Now, unless your mouth ain't where it's supposed to be, if your mouth is up under your armpit, then yeah, then we may have some problems. Then we can actually really look at you and say, you know what? That one right over there ain't quite right. What's good? So, damn, side chain Blaine. Okay, hey, like the name. So, but like I said, this whole critical race deal, we all human beings, people. And out of all of the blood types that are out there, you got your A positive, your A negative. You got your B positive, you got your B negative. And you got your AB positive, AB negative. Then you got your O positive, O negative, and then you got that weird off the. What's good? Yeah, I'm in agreement. Finding somebody, that is actually really trying to agree. But out of, like I was saying, out of all of the blood types that are out there, you gonna fall in one of those categories. It's just like say, even with the RH blood type that's out there, right? But I'm just saying that, and then A positive, I want to say is like the most common out of everybody. So where does critical race stuff come from? Everybody's brain is up here, right? Even though don't use it half the damn time. Everybody's heart is in the same place. Regardless of how you may treat people, we all still have a heart, right? Still got 206 bones. You got 33, what is it? I want to say 62 pair of nerves, 63 pair or whatever. 12 pints of blood, average heart rate anywhere from 72 to 76 beats per minute, right? So again, where does critical race stuff come from, right? Just like I say, I tend to look at people the same way that I look at transportation, right? You either gonna have a motorcycle, bicycle, car, train, bus, whatever. It's all transportation, right? So again, stop allowing these people the powers that shouldn't be Stop trying to make you think other than what the hell you supposed to. Plain and simple. Right? I truly honestly believe if everybody actually really thought something similar, then a lot of the stuff that goes on really wouldn't be worried about in the first place. It's there to yeah, exactly, right? They use that wedge to divide, they put that to separate the masses, right? But this supposed to be the United States of America, greatest country in the world, but ain't nothing united about the United States. I'm just gonna put it out there, right? So, hey, look, that's all I actually really wanted to say on those subjects there. So, as always, hey, look, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross street riding corner, Paulus Harris, aka the crazy uncle. Till next time.